against Dovcek rather than against Paul Elliott.
Well, very strong challenge by Paul Elliott on Mark Hateley. Rangers have the free kick. And Hateley seems to have taken a knock to the head, as Elliott made the challenge. And the Rangers striker will require some treatment. Phil Boersma rushing on there to administer some help to the big Rangers striker. Well, you can see Hateley and Elliott going for it, and the high boot there from Elliott, catching the Rangers striker right across the back of the head.
I would have thought that boot was rather high. It'd be high if it was Mo Johnson playing as well. I mean, it really was a bad one. But he's okay, he's back.
Happily for Rangers, back into the fray. So 5 minutes of the second half gone, no scoring here at Hampden. It's Trevor Stephen. Well, Hateley almost getting to the ball. Again, it was Elliott. He got the touch. I don't know if he quite knew where the ball was, but rather fortunate break for Celtic. Comes down off Elliott as Hateley came in, and Celtic off the hook. And Collins running into trouble, and that got Paul McStay a sore ankle as he stretched in for that ball. McStay limping a bit in the middle of the park. Rangers have the throw-in. Gary Stevens wasting no time, he gives it straight to Anton Rogan. Celtic's ball. Steve Fulton, 20 years of age and breaking through from the Celtic Boys Club. He's done extremely well this season. Tipped off, well, putting Spackman in a bit of bother. Celtic have players forward. Goff charging in, pushing it behind for the corner.
Well, what is Richard Goff thinking about? That was a ridiculous ball to play a fellow defender. I mean, he dropped him right in the cap. Celtic almost made something out of it, but Goff, to be fair to him, got back, got the challenge in, knocked over the corner.
Richard Goff now trying to get his defence together. Paul Elliott's up there, John Brown's with him again at the far end of the box as Celtic prepared to take this corner through. John Collins aiming it for Elliott and Rogan. Joe Miller teeing it up, driven forward, a deflection! Paul Elliott! 51 minutes gone, Celtic have taken the lead. The corner kick coming in from Collins. It broke to Joe Miller. He teed it up there, and Elliott deflecting the ball with his head right into the bottom corner of the net.
Well, Rangers punished for the initial mistake. A nice lay back, the shot coming in. You can see Elliott there on the 6-yard line. He just stooped, deflected the ball in the far corner.
Well, what a match for Paul Elliott. I suppose if anyone was going to do something special, just getting away from the hand of Chris Woods. Well, he's been involved from the first whistle. Great defensive qualities, great attacking qualities. And Celtic leading Rangers by 1-0. Well, a test of character now for Graham Souness's team. Paul Elliott hamming things down. Well, the man from Pisa who cost £650,000 just over a year ago, he had all of his injury problems to put behind him. That's his third goal of the season. Jerry Craney doing well, surrounded by Rangers players. Stuart Monroe stepping in for Rangers. The offside flag going up against the Celtic strike force. And here's Jakinovski. Well, only two players in this Celtic team have League Cup medals. Goalkeeper Pat Bonner and skipper Paul McStay, survivors from the 1982 final when they beat Rangers by 2 goals to 1. Rangers playing in their 5th consecutive final. They've won 3 of the last 4. Richard Gough, who really began Rangers' downfall there with a short pass to Nigel Spackman. He then had to concede the corner kick, and he'll feel a special responsibility as captain to get his men back into this game. It's Hurlock now forward to Hateley. 55 minutes played now. Celtic playing with a whole lot of confidence, stringing the passes together. Jakinovski taken from behind by Brown. No foul, says the referee. Gary Stevens charging forward now to Mark Walters. Good challenge by Anton Rogan.
Mark Walters has flattered a lot today, hasn't he? And never really come up with the goods. He shows lovely little touches, lovely pieces of skill, and then there's no end product to it.
McCoy's battling away. Walters. Gary Stevens. It's a fine effort by the Rangers fullback. Well taken by Pat Bonner. And Rogan was sticking there all the way with Walters. The ball dropped to the Rangers fullback. It's a good confident catch by Bonner. Spackman fouled by Peter Grant. And just pushing just about everyone forward. Richard Gough going up to the edge of the box. Pat Bonner again shouting instructions. Trevor Stephen, Richard Gough's up there, just failing to make contact. Well, I did say would feel a special responsibility after the initial mistake that led to Celtic's goal, just inches away from doing something there.
I do get the feeling that the Rangers are pumping that ball in there. They're going with the 2 big fellas, trying to get the ball into them, and that you get the feeling that they might just get a goal coming from a free kick or a corner kick.
Well, Hurlock going right through and Fulton. Again, the referee waving play on. Ali McCoist taken from behind. And we're going to have the first booking of the afternoon. Darius Dobchik made the challenge.
In fact, he's booking Terry Hurlock. The referee is booking Terry Hurlock.
Well, obviously for that incident with Fulton, he allowed the play to continue, but Hurlock had launched himself into Fulton. The referee allowed the play to continue, so the first booking of the afternoon. Well, the referee has shown a lot of patience. Now Rangers launch another high ball in. Elliott's up there with Gough. Celtic are about to make a substitution. Chris Morris will be the man to come on, but still play raging on out there. Mark Walters, still Walters winning the corner kick. Well, Celtic want to make this substitution quickly.
Well, why didn't Walters get that in there? I mean, he'd beaten his man, he's on the dead ball line, everybody's waiting for the cross, and he decided to run with it.
Well, Joe Miller is the man coming off. Chris Morris coming on. Morris will presumably go to right back, and it'll release Peter Grant to midfield to combat Terry Hurlock. So Chris Morris coming on for his 150th first team appearance for Celtic. He's been with them now for just over 3 years. As Rangers play in the corner, Bonner committing himself, a good confident catch by the Celtic keeper. Bonner, good clean catch.
Very positive goalkeeping, that.
Jankowski racing through, just too much pace in the ball. So Celtic leading Rangers by 1-0. And here they come again. It's Fulton, he's got McStay in support. McStay! The ball deflected behind for the corner kick. Gary Stevens did well there. Paul McStay found plenty of space, delivered the cross.
Well, Celtic are on the rampage at the moment, aren't they? The winning tackles in midfield are really buzzing.
Steve Fulton stumbling off the edge of the pitch there, but here he comes now to take the corner kick. Elliott's up there again. Another testing one for Chris Wood. Craney's in there, the ball swept clear, only as far as Grant. Now it's Fulton. Fulton taking on Trevor Steven and winning the corner kick. Trevor Steven taking up position at the near post. There's the shot going right across the face of the Rangers goal. So Peter Grant being pushed further forward now, I think, Ian, to just beef up the midfield area.
Well, that's right. This is an area now that Celtic have got to be very competitive in, and because at times Rangers were out gunning them with 4 against 3, but Celtic have got 4 now in there.
Aithley getting the touch, away by Delchek. Craney racing through there. Goff getting the touch for Rangers to Gary Stevens. Aithley in there again. Balls to Spackman. Away by Elliott. Brown getting the touch for Rangers. High boot there by Peter Grant as he challenged Stuart Munro. Elliott getting the touch for Celtic again to McStay. Jankowski to Collins. Good play again by Celtic. Jankowski in acres of space. Rangers player struggling to get back. That's good defensive play by Richard Goff. The Rangers look as though they'll be making a substitution. Peter Hoystra, the Dutchman, getting some instructions there from the dugout. Allowing the advantage to Rangers. Spackman, Hurlock, Munro, McCoist. Ball running behind for the corner to Rangers, conceded by Chris Morris. Rangers waiting to make the substitution. It's an interesting one too, because Terry Hurlock will be the man to go off, I think. And Peter Hoystra, signed just a few months ago from Holland. Corner played right into the hands of Pat Bonner. Rangers seem to have lost their way in this final.
Didn't seem to be a very popular substitution either, as far as the fans were concerned.
Well, with Grant moving into the midfield with his qualities and Hurlock coming off, it'll just make it a bit tougher, I think, for Rangers in that area.
Well, I suppose maybe what's on his mind, Graham Souness, is the fact that they've got to get a goal and get one very quickly. So he stuck the extra forward on, I suppose, and looking for a little bit of magic.
Obviously hoping now that Walters and Houstra playing wide can maybe launch a few high balls into the path of Mark Hateley. Well, some anger being shown out there by several players, but let's hope it can be calmed down quickly. Darius Dovcik and Ellie McCoist involved. Paul Elliott doing the right thing there, coming across and just cooling things down. Two players flashing there. In came Hateley. Something just happened over in the corner to disturb the Polish international defender. Referee John McCluskey will have to keep a close watch on things. Just one booking so far, and that was to Terry Hurley. And the offside flag against Dariusz Jakinovski. So 65 minutes gone, Celtic leading Rangers by 1-0. That goal coming from Paul Elliott after 51 minutes. Hateley getting the touch to McCoist. Walters! A magnificent goal by Matt Walters. 65 minutes. And look at the joy among the Rangers fans. Richard Gough launching the high ball in, headed down by Hateley to McCoist. He held off the challenge, and there was Walters to drill the ball into the back of the Celtic net.
Well, for once, Hateley managed to outwit the defenders in there, into McCoist's feet, and there was Walters just following up, as you said, the knock it in the corner. This is a lovely ball from Gough, a beautiful weighted ball. You can see Hateley just moving to the side, nods it in. There's McCoist. I think McCoist was going to have a shot himself there, but just let Walters do it instead.
Well, what a game we have in our hands now. And Richard Gough will be a relieved man, Ian, because he launched that ball and he'll be quite happy about the situation.
Oh yes. He can now concentrate on the rest of the game. He's done his little bit there. That was a lovely ball.
So the Rangers captain, man with 50 caps for Scotland, there he is now, urging on his man. Well, what a difference a goal makes. Rangers looked as though they were really falling out of things. Graham Souness making a substitution, but Hateley is the man now that obviously they're going to play a high ball into it. Well, one of the Celtic players in trouble over there on the far side. Ali McCoist making the challenge. And it looks like Darius Dovcik going right into the advertising boards.
I
challenge going in from McCoist.
Before that shot, and I was just going to say there, I thought McCoist had actually caught him in the knee with a bit of a kick.
So the Celtic player still receiving treatment as Woods comes forward. Kick now to Celtic. Darius Dovcik has recovered and come back onto the field. Chris Morris with the free kick. And Rowe conceding the throw-in. Trying to pick out Grant again. Speckman's in there. Hoystra. Throw into Rangers. moving his men forward. Gately just keeping the ball in play. Rangers now have the throw-in. McCoist forcing Dubček into knocking the ball out of play. Stephen forward now, looking for Ali McCoist. Chris Morris and Mark Gately get involved. A little off the ball tussle there. The referee having a word with them, but play raging on. Paul McStay coming forward. Rangers have the free kick. Forward looking for Gary Stevens. Brilliant play by the Rangers fullback. Stevens into the middle. Hoistra, and it's knocked away by Elliott. Well, Rangers getting the upper hand now. Hoistra again. Challenged by Elliott. Right to the edge of the box. 70 minutes played, it's getting mighty tough out there. A lot of late challenges going in. Well, Hoistra on the deck, and a lot of off-the-ball incidents. The referee will have to sort things out. But what a chance this was for Rangers. Great play by Gary Stevens. Getting himself a bit of time there, providing the cross, and Hoistra right at Bonner, and just as well Elliott was there.
I would have thought that was the best chance of the game so far.
So Gately being shown the yellow card, launching himself right into Chris Morris, and a few unsavoury incidents following that.
Well, the funny thing about that last tackle there, I mean, the defender wasn't even injured. You know, Gately went in late, but he didn't injure anybody.
And this was Hoistra coming forward, challenged by Elliott.
Now you see, that was very debatable, because I thought Paul Elliott kept his foot up there and hooked Hoistra's legs from him as he's going past him.
So Jakinovski is now in trouble with the referee. A few off-the-ball incidents as Hoistra lay in the ground.
Well, he actually threw the ball at one of the Rangers players. But I mean, the referee, you have to feel sorry for him here. There was 3 or 4 incidents all at the one time. This is the Jakinovski throwing the ball, which really, I mean, nobody's ever been hurt with that, have they?
No. But referees told by the SFA this season that they must clamp down on all of these types of things. So thankfully we can go on with the football again. And now it's Fulton for Celtic. Collins. Still Collins. Support coming from Chris Morris. It's Paul McStay as well. Comes to Morris. Jakinovski. Jakinovski showing his marvellous skills. Down he comes, the referee waving play on. The ball runs behind for the goal kick to Rangers.
He's such a big, strong fellow when he gets the ball. And I'll tell you, I thought here when I saw Mark Walters in the box, I thought, aye, here we've got a forward back. And it was Spackman actually who came in there with a bit of a semi-challenge on him. But he's had to knock off the ball.
Morris getting the touch. Stuart Monroe with the throw to Trevor Stephen. Gately. McCoist charging into the edge of the box. Well, a push there by Dubček. The Rangers fans roaring that McCoist was impeded. The referee having none of it. McCluskey allowing this game to flow as much as possible. McStay sending the ball through, looking for Rogan. Trevor Stephen providing the cover. beating Hitley in there. Gary Stevens following up. McCoist in there. Now it's Mark Walters. Walters against Rogan. Good challenge by Rogan. Walters and Rogan. Again, the Celtic fullback doing well. A bit of a miscue by Elliott. Hitley getting the touch. Houstra going through, and Chris Morris did well. Stumbled but recovered enough to get the ball safely to Pat Bonner. And 15 minutes left, 1 goal apiece. Rainey. Rangers have the throw, the ball coming off Chris Morris. Hitley. Anton Rogan for Celtic. Gary Stevens, away by Spackman. Foul there by Hitley on Elliott. Celtic to make a second substitution. Young Steve Fulton coming off. Well, there was a clash between the two players. But, Fulton coming off, and John Hewitt, a man who scored many memorable goals as a substitute, most of them, mind you, for Aberdeen, but coming into the fray now. And he's a man who really does specialise in this type of situation, coming on and snatching dramatic winners. Hitley getting the better of Elliott. Walters is in there. Well, a number of players struggling on a difficult pitch. The first touch for John Hewitt. Jakunovski losing out. Hitley finding Trevor Stephen. Now it's Houstra. Going outside of the full-back. Grant does well against Spackman. Now it's McStay. McStay's got a bit of space here. Rangers defenders rushing back. John Hewitt.